It is the long weekend and I am ready to get some stuff done. Actually, well, I'm not sure when I'm gonna post this, so maybe it won't be the long weekend when you see this, but in any case, it feels like I have an extra day. So I'm gonna use just a few minutes of that time, well, maybe more than a few minutes, maybe an hour, we'll see what it takes, to just kind of tidy up my office. The unfortunate truth about things, all things, is atrophy. And we have to maintain in order to keep them clean and clear. Our spaces just do require a little bit of attention. And we know that, so we book that time in, and that's the way it goes. I do think for me, it's really important, is it true for you, that a clean, clear space reflects a clean, clear mind, and that just gives me peace of mind and makes my productivity experience, my, working through my tasks, going through my day that much easier, because I can find things, the desk is clear so I don't have a lot of input or stimulation, I can just get things done. But things get out of place, paper, books, glasses, cereal bowls, stuff. So it is time to put them back into their place and kind of do a reset. Now I do think, we'll see, but I think I'm actually going to move a couple of major items as well. And part of the reason for that is because I am a B. I'll link down below to the quiz from the Clutterbug, Cass Aronson from the Clutterbug. She has a quiz that you can take to tell you what kind of organizer you are, and it's pretty cool. She has a 4-box matrix. You can be somebody who likes to see your things out or likes them behind closed doors, and you can be somebody who likes detailed storage or somebody who likes broad stroke storage. I am a B, and that means I like things out in the open and I like them detailed. For somebody who likes things out in the open, it's really cool because I have things right in front of me and I can grab them when I need them. However, one little caveat with this that I actually have never heard Cass talk about, maybe because she's not a B and so she hasn't experienced this. But for me, I like things out, but because I see them all day, every day, I can sometimes forget that they're there. I stop seeing them. Your brain kind of edits its visual landscape and it only pays attention to new things and important things. And when something's not super important or it's not novel, sometimes we just don't notice it. So I find it important to refresh your space every once in a while, just so you can make sure that you actually see the things that are out in front of you. I'm definitely an out of sight, out of mind person, but I found sometimes even in sight, out of mind, when your brain just kind of brushes over. So I'm gonna refresh a few things just to make sure that I'm still seeing what's around me. With that, let's get started. I'm ready to put my hair up out of my face and go. All right, here's the office as it looks now. Oh, it's kind of embarrassing. Yeah. What's that random rag on the floor? I don't even have my computer here, just my monitor and an old cereal bowl, books and paperwork and little junk, and my couch that I used to read on is all in disarray. There's a big pile of junk here. I kind of piled it all together, and oh look, there's another bowl of food. Can you tell I eat while I work? Oh, there's an old scanner, a dear old scanner, and it still kind of works, and I'm sort of not ready to let it go, but I need to let it go. It's just clunky and takes up space. So this desk here, table, was organized somewhat recently, so it's just a little shabby. Otherwise, it's mostly good, and I'm proud of mostly kept the top pretty clear. I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix this door today, so it'll just be what it is. And actually inside that closet is also recently tidied, so we won't go in that closet today. All right, I think I'm gonna take that pile on the floor first and just put it all up here and go through it. I'm using the one-touch rule. Everything, I'm just gonna pick it up and get it to its place. Most of it is either donate, toss, as in recycling, or, there's a few things that need to be stored in the closet that is actually right behind you. So can you scoochie for a sec? All right. I set up this camera so I could go like this, but now it's like this. So now you get a nice boob shot. That's not what you came for. This is a family show. I'm gonna move the camera just a sec. Okay, closet. I have like 50 million dry erase markers and I've almost never used dry erase boards. I have this need to like keep things just in case. I bet you all have a need to keep things just in case, but seriously, come over here. I have like, well, I'm too lazy to move the camera, but just check it out. I already have 2 containers of dry erase markers. I do not need a 3rd container of dry erase markers. But see, these are tiny and they're narrow and these guys are thick and maybe they're old and sort of dried. Donate. Picking this up once. Okay, actually this goes with this guy. Sometimes I keep gifts like just in case if I forget to buy something, but then I also forget that I have them. So then they just sit there. And also there's nobody in my life, like I bought this for my niece, but she's kind of not this age anymore. Like I think you either need to be like so adult that it's like, ooh, adult coloring, or it's like your kid and so you're coloring. But she's like a late teenager now, late high school, so she doesn't want this. An inflatable toupee, I mean, it's funny in my world. I think people will, yeah. You know why I have these? So I did an office tidy up, like a real one, like a month ago, 2 months ago. Time, what's the time? I don't know. And these never got put away because they didn't have a home. So you know what the home is? Donate. All right, these go in the recycling bin. One touch rule. One touch rule. I used to absolutely love business cards. Like when I was a little kid, I collected business cards. Isn't that the weirdest thing? I collected business cards. When I grew up and I had a chance to like have my own business cards, it was actually kind of cool. I got this cool business card case. It's a little bit tarnished and beat up now. And yeah, kind of gross. I carried my business cards around in it, in my bag. And now for the last 2 years, almost 2 years, pandemic style, who's giving out business cards? And also, who even gave out business cards before the pandemic? Like, business cards are kind of old news. I don't have current business cards. So should I keep this business card holder? I don't know. I want to be hopeful that someday we're going to live in a world where we meet people in person again, and I'm going to keep it. And I'm going to put it in my, where am I going to put it? Yeah. This area is probably as good as it's gonna get. It's pretty decent. Tidy enough for my views, except these guys right here. I get these books out fairly frequently, and they don't quite fit so great right here, these guys. So I'm trying to find another solution. Off camera, I tried a couple of other options. I had a magazine rack holder thingamajig. These are too big for it. Tried to empty another bin. Maybe I put the books in the bin. Yeah, none of that worked. So I just got fancy in how I stacked it. I made a little extra room over on this side, because part of the reason these get messy is because they were bonking into other things when I tried to put them back. So I just made a little bit of breathing room here by turning this box up on its side. And then I flipped these so that each band that's making it hard to rest one on top of the other, I flipped them so every other side. And I really only use the top 2 most of the time, so these can just hang out. These are annual tax updates for my job. I eliminate the years before and then just have the current ones on top. Anyone else get behind on their shredding? Yeah. Me too. Lunch break. Just finished lunch. I'm taking this down to the kitchen right now. Remember those cereal bowls I left around earlier? Yeah, not doing that again. Oops, I got a little excited and did some work before I could charge up the battery on the camera, so we missed a few minutes of work here. But I've got this all cleaned off, and you can see from this spray bottle here, I have cleaned off the surfaces and reorganized, put this over, this used to be over here, and I reorganized the bulletin board just to make it a little cleaner, took away some mementos, tidied it up, and there's some sort of empty magnets for future stuff that I collect there. And you know, I like to just periodically change that up, as I mentioned before. I'm thinking the big change will be that I might take off this shelf here and then put the big clunky scanner and printer there. I do have my screwdriver here, so you know, let's give it a whirl. So I have been making great progress around the room, and I'm excited to show you. But first I wanted to share with you that as I've been going through the office today, I've just been collecting all the paperwork in one bin so that I can deal with it all at once. Paperwork is a mixture of just kind of those, I don't know, there's some stuff that just needs to be filed, some stuff that needs to be recycled. And unfortunately, I think for me, a lot of the stuff that gets collected, the kind of papers that I end up hanging on to, are ones that are kind of reference items, but not things I want to completely tuck away. As I mentioned before, I'm kind of an out of sight, out of mind person. So I do have over in the corner there logged bin. And what that does is I keep items in there that I have put on my to-do list, but I don't want cluttering up my desk. So I'm gonna guess that there's a bunch of things in this that are gonna go over there in the logged bin, logged meaning logged on my to-do list. Some of these are gonna be some stuff I can do immediately. Remember the 2-minute rule, so if it can be done in 2 minutes or less, we're just gonna take care of it right now. I don't know, we'll see what's in. I might stop and share with you along the way. And just like that, the box is empty. No, not just like that. In fact, I had to break my 2-minute rule a couple of times. I had a stack of leftover scanning in here, and I just needed to get that stuff scanned in. And while each individual page takes less than 2 minutes, there were a bunch of pages, so I just needed to get it done. But now my scanner is closer to my computer, so I think that I will scan more frequently, you know, do things, get them scanned right as they come past my workflow, as opposed to just throwing them in the scan later pile, which just creates clutter and creates a project for later. So I'm really excited. I paid a couple of bills. I did my scanning. I had a couple of captured items that needed to be processed and added to my to-do list here. And so with that, let's see, I think it's time to clean up, do a little bit of vacuuming, and then the reveal. So that is it. I am super excited. It's so nice to have a refreshed office, have all those cluttery things taken care of, put away, resolved, and also just visually refreshed, putting a few things in different places just to make sure that my mind and my brain and my eyes are all working together so that I actually see those things in front of me. I'm really excited. I hope you guys, well, did you notice there actually is a little bit of wall patching to do, and I just need to move on to other things today. So that is unfortunately going on the to-do list. You want to take bets in the comments below about how long it will take me to do that patching? We'll see. Thank you so much for watching. I'd love to hear any comments you have about your office refreshes or anything you learned from today. Let us know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you got some motivation today. You certainly motivated me, so thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video.